Most creators are spending hours, sometimes days, trying to make just one YouTube video. But what if I told you that I've just made 12 videos out of a single 2 hour training session with all of my clients, and that every one of those videos is perfectly aligned to attract my next clients? Is that something you would be interested in? Well, the reason it works is because those questions being asked are actually being asked by my ideal clients. They're already in my program. So it makes sense, doesn't it, to answer their questions to make new content. You see, this is the content flywheel that I've built, and I've been running for over a decade in my social media agency. And guess what? Today, I want to show you exactly how you can do it so you can start on YouTube, on social media, build that personal brand, and position yourself so that you can live the life of your dreams. Now, quick caveat here. Baruz, who's in the Heart Brand Blueprint, said he liked the cup of tea, Uncle Steve vibe. I don't know if that's a vibe, but we're going to go with that today. So grab yourself a brew, your preferred beverage, and we'll get into this video for you. Now, I've been running the Heart Brand Blueprint for about 9 months now. It's the new version of what was the Heart Brand Academy. But here's what's extraordinary about this. The very clients that I'm coaching today were originally attracted by the content that I created 9 months ago. That same content brought them in. Their questions now fuel my new content, and that content will attract the next wave of clients. That's the flywheel in action. It's sustainable, it is scalable, and most importantly, it's simple and repeatable. What if you never had to sit staring at a blank page ever again because your clients and your community and a little bit of AI could fuel an endless stream of content ideas? Well, let me share with you how it works. So I show up on a live Q&A support session inside the Heart Brand Blueprint. It's relaxed, it's conversational, we bring drinks, and my clients bring real questions. You know, the kind of questions that their former selves would have had to Google months ago. Real pains that they're experiencing in their online business on YouTube, much like yourself. Not only do they walk away with a solution, I walk away with a teaching point. Now, stay with me because you could do this too. That teaching point becomes the body of a ready-made YouTube video. Now, when I answer them, not only do they walk away with a solution, I get to walk away with a teaching point. And that teaching point becomes the body of a ready-made YouTube video. All I've got to do is wrap it in the hamster framework. Hook, mindset, story. The teaching point is the video or the clip, and then the action step. Add a new hook, mindset question to get them really thinking about it, a story that draws people in, and then the action step. And suddenly you've got the video that serves the world while deepening a relationship with your raving fans. That's how one call becomes 12 videos. And in fact, this right now is the 12th video because I'm teaching you the entire process. So let me walk you through. We're going to go into the call, going to share with you the transcript, the PDF, the AI tools, and some sage advice. Oh, and did I tell you, there's no editing required, because if you haven't noticed, I've become the edit. You will become the edit. Your movements, your actions, the way you lean into camera, there's so much fun to be had. And then what I'm going to show you becomes your pattern disrupts, your movement and action actually becomes your B-roll and your A-roll and all your pop-up graphics in one. So if that's something you want to learn today, hit the like button, subscribe and all that great stuff, but tell me what your biggest takeaways are as we go through this video. So let's look at step one. This is the call. I use a platform called Fathom, and we use Google Meet. So the guys come and join me every Tuesday, bring their questions, their challenges, their pain points, depending on whereabouts they are within the program. They ask their question. I workshop it through with them. They go away with a solution and some action steps and a time frame. So we keep them accountable so they're always moving forward. Now, the great thing about this is I'm there every single week for the rest of time And this is the unique selling point of my program. So consider this for yours as well. How can you show up every week and be the guide? Be the Obi-Wan Kenobi for all of your Luke Skywalkers, because that's what really, really works. So now we have a call. It's about 2 hours, and you'll see in there, it's set on the right-hand side, highlight, 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 highlight. I'm just clicking a button at every point where I think I could make a video out of this. They ask the question, and I provide them the solution. So that was step one. This is step two. I've taken the transcript from the Fathom video and I've dropped it into Google Drive. Why do you think I've done that? Well, let me tell you. The reason I've done it is because I want to use ChatGPT next, and I can't load all this because it's 2 hours of text. So we turn it into a PDF, we download it, and then we can upload that into ChatGPT, and we can start having a conversation with AI to really move this stage forward. So let's go and have a look at what we do in ChatGPT. Okay, so this is where the fun begins for me. This is step 3. And what I've done here is, as you can see, just dropped the PDF, and I've said I've just finished another coaching session and it was great. There were some awesome questions and I've made some awesome responses which I want to make into YouTube videos. Please review the transcript and give me the timestamps for the themes, who I was talking to, and a summary of what I said. My aim is to cut out the part of the call, which is the teaching point, using the hamster framework, which is the hook, mindset, story, teach, action step. Maybe I'll put a piece of B-roll. I'll do something. I will show you it in a graphic so you can see it in action, and then you can follow it. Here's the transcription of the call. Dropped it in, got it. Went through the transcript. Here are some teaching points and themes, and now it's given me a load of content that I could create. And I know these because I've made notes about them. So what we've got here, we've got anti-editing. We're doing it now. Consistency on YouTube. Napkin AI, which I'll show you in this video. Analysis paralysis, overthinking. Do you overthink your content? Thumbnail struggles. Do you struggle with thumbnails? Let me know in the comments. And then I said, well, that's the first hour of the call. What about the second? Because you need to not just trust AI. If you're aware you've done something and it's like, well, that's only half of it, we need to challenge it too. And that's the great thing. You get back all the great stuff that you put in. So, what is it? Crap in, crap out. We want to put quality in. So we want to be challenging it all the time. So now we've got here thumbnails, split testing. So I've got a thumbnail video potentially and a thumbnail split test. I've got authenticity versus polished content. This is authentic content. So you let me know what you think about it. If you love it, smash the like button. AI, script labs and pain points. We've created actually in the Heartbrand Blueprint an AI to help you create your scripts, which is fabulous. So I've shown the guys how to use it. You can talk into, I'm like this with a phone. I haven't got it. Where are we? There we go. One I made earlier. You talk your thoughts, feelings, the idea, the thumbnail kind of description, your idea around the video, and then you follow the lab prompts and literally just answer the questions, and it will produce you your first version of your script. Literally minutes. The guys in there are absolutely loving it. I'm all for using AI to do the heavy lifting rather than you painstakingly go through something because some guru said. Now, you might think that I'm some guru who said, but maybe I am. Maybe I am to you. You have to let me know in the comments. Next one, live audience into YouTube recordings. That's what I'm doing right now. That's like the 12th video. And then we've got value proposition. So it's like products, services, when to put them in. How to use discovery calls to get clients. We do that within the program. And then I actually picked up on a couple it didn't pick up on, which was launching a community, because I teach my guys how to launch a community and run a community, because it's a great way to warm up your audience and create proximity and love and kindness. And then they turn it into clients. And then calls to actions, where to place them. Should I put a call to action right now? If you're loving this, you can smash the like button, you can subscribe, you can comment below. Or if you want some help and you just want to dip your toe in the water, you don't want to make a big investment because you see it as a risk, come and join us in the Heartbrand Creators Circle. Minimal investment, and this is literally zero risk. The great thing is you can ask your questions, submit the form, and I will just keep sending you video responses and replies so you can go at your own speed and get through the sticking point. The answer bank is absolutely amazing, and we have monthly office hours, so you can come and hang out with us if you would like. That's as heavy sale as you need to get when you are always serving and you sell through service. It's an invitation, not a sale. So as you can see, there is plenty here. But what do we do with all of this now? What's the next step? Well, let me show you what step 4 is all about. So what we do once we have got the ideas, we work with AI and we ask ChatGPT to create a hook, a mindset question. Drop a bit of credibility in there because you might not have seen or met me before. If we haven't, my name is Stephen Thompson. I've been running a social media marketing agency for 12 years. I've worked with small, okay, that's big, isn't it? Small to medium sized businesses, big brands, international companies, TEDx, partners of the UN, coaches and consultants like you and me. I've been doing it for a decade. And the great thing is that what I've been doing through the power of video has always kept me and my business in the black, never in the red. And it's helped me build and live the lifestyle that I want to live. And you can do it too by following what I'm sharing here, because I give all of my information away for free. Most people are scared to do that. The reason I do it is because people invest in me and my support to be their guide, to come in within proximity. And that's how I build a business. Complete transparency. You get me. You don't just get a course. There's always going to be a hybrid. I'm always going to show up there in some way, shape, or form. So that's how I differentiate myself from everyone else. I think it's imperative that you show up, especially with so many people selling courses, so many people using AI. Why not bring it all together around you and your heart brand? And that's what I'm all about. So how do we use the AI? Well, we get the AI to help us because we teach it, we train it, we coach it, and we teach that in the Heart Brand Blueprint. And if you want to know about that, just put a comment, put a blueprint below, and then I can share some information with you. But ultimately, what we do is we train the AI on the hamster framework: hook, mindset, story, teach, action, step. We slice a piece of credibility in there. That's what I did a moment ago. Not very well, in all honesty, but it does show that your audience, that your videos don't have to be perfect and polished, because I've been told that my audience actually like to hang out with me. So hence the brew today. But what we do is, through that, it gives us what I call our first ugly draft. So what does that look like? What does that look like to you? What does the script look like? And it doesn't mean you have to use these scripts, okay? But it does show you straight away that I've turned a 2-hour training session just from a transcript and a few steps into 12 scripts. Now, I might not use the script. There is a script here for this video. I am completely riffing right now, as I'm sure you can tell. But what it does for me, it gets the story, and it gets the essence of the video in my mind, so I can show up completely unapologetically me, completely authentic, and take you through the process. The great thing here is now I've got 12 of those, and this process took me 30, 60 minutes to do. Now, it will take a little bit longer when you get started, but look at the steps we've gone through. We've now got the scripts to create the content. How do you feel about that? How do you feel it's helped you? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments. Would that help you? Turning literally a training call or a conversation or a meeting into the body of a training video, and then using the AI to just speed up and ramp up that process so you can pull out. Literally, if you think, if I do one video a week, I've got 3 months worth of content there. Now, if you're joining me in September, you will know through the content that we put out is I'm actually doing 1 video a day through the month of September, because Bruce, who is in the program, and Michael and Sherry, they all said, Stephen, when you did that month of videos last year in October, we called it Vlogtober. You might have seen it. Let me know if you have in the comments. That's how people found me. This is called a sprint, and I don't recommend you do it all of the time. You know, I'm doing at the moment once a year. Some people do a sprint with 2 videos a week or 3 videos a week. I'm doing a video a day for a month. Why? Because I'm a small enough channel to be able to test and take risks. When you're a small enough channel, if you're just starting out, take risks. Fly by the seat of your pants and have some fun and enjoy it, because you'll see what pops off. You'll see what your audience puts out there. And if you're scared of doing something, practice in private and use this process that I'm sharing with you to take some other resources that you've got that you might not have ever thought about and turn them into content. So let me just share some genius with you now, because I want to show you. I mentioned at the beginning a platform called Napkin AI. So let's just dive into that. And what does it look like? And what use is it to you? Well, the beauty of what you're seeing here, this is the script for this video. So complete transparency. It's been made through AI. I've touched it up a little bit. I've added some riff points, but I want it to be able to show you what the process looked like because, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, you might get you might just get a little bit lost with it. So we need something visual. And I was told by a very good friend of mine, Andrew Russell. He owns a company here in the UK called Aaron's Sense of Scotland. And he's always said, Stephen, I just need a map. I need something to show me the steps. If you can show me the steps, chances are I'll buy. And he's a very good friend of mine. We have a mastermind call every Friday. So I was like, how can I show people the steps without spending hours in Canva? You don't want to spend hours in Canva, do you? I certainly don't. So this is the script, the hook, the credibility, the mindset, the story. And then there's the teach point, which says walk through. Basically, I'm going to riff through it. But what I did was I dropped this into app.napkin.ai. Okay. So we've got it clear now. And what this does is it creates me a beautiful visual. How does it do it? Simply, I've got all of my text in here, and then you press this little button here, this little lightning bolt, and it creates you a graphic. Okay, just press it. You can see it at work. It might not produce the graphic I want. Oh, guess what? It has. As if by chance. So now I've got 2 versions of this. But let's work through the one we've worked through. We can change colors. I'm not affiliated to napkin.ai. I just think it's a great tool and it's a great way of creating a visual. Imagine putting this in your thumbnail, maybe in a laptop screen to show the process, or using it every time you mention it as a piece of B-roll. It's great. Most people love a visual because we're all visual learners, so we want to see the process. I like to show this process in kind of a bridge. So what we've got here, the process is Zoom, raw Zoom recording. It's not Zoom, it was Google Meet. We've used Fathom, but hey, potato, clip extraction, framework application, AI enhancement, refine the scripts. That's the kind of the first step of this entire process. Now, you can do this for anything that you've got. This app is free. There is an upgrade. You get X amount of credits at the beginning. I guess say I'm not affiliated, but I love it for creating the visuals. And this then could create your B-roll. If you don't want to do all this flashy editing, I've used myself as the edit. I've been animated, I've led in, I've used my hands, and I've used screen shares all the way through as pattern disrupts to keep your attention and keep the flow in the video. And then I'm walking you through visuals again as part of being the edit. So this way, I haven't got to stick it into Final Cut Pro or Premiere Pro or any other fancy pro editing software. I literally just need to go into Riverside, which I'm recording in, and take out any ums and ahs, and then guess what? I'm away. And the great thing with Riverside as well, again, not affiliated, but what we have is you have some AI tools, flick some switches, and it just improves the process for you, improves your audio, takes out any pauses, any filler words. And the great thing as well, they've got amazing, it's so game changing, is if I'm reading here from a screen, because that's what I'm doing right now, when I flick the AI switch, it's going to bring my eyes up to camera level. That is amazing, because there's some points where I've had to read through a script. Now I've got your attention and you've got mine. So anyway, back to Napkin. So then what I did was because there is a bit more to the process, we've created the content creation workflow, but actually it's a flywheel. So I went to the bottom, I pressed the button over here, I pressed the lightning bolt, and it came up with the content creation flywheel. So let me walk you through this kind of final step of how to do all of this. You conduct your live session or your meeting, or literally you could just pull up a PDF picture or some information you want to walk through. It could be a Google Doc, and just record yourself. Drop that mic. That's how easy creating the piece of content is. So conduct the live session, record the session, extract the questions and answer the questions. Create the clip, apply the hamster framework, so top and tail it with a hook, a question, some credibility, a story, lead into the teaching point. And the teaching point here in this video has been all of the elements of screen share. It's all those different screen shares have been my teaching point. And then share the video. So if I've got this right and I'm not felt a bit awkward with it, I've shared the video, you're watching it on YouTube, and I would love to know what your thoughts are. And then simply after that, we go round in a flywheel. This is the process for every video. People are loving raw content. Now, you can do this with anything. You can pick up your mobile phone, you can walk down the road, you can follow the hamster framework, and then you can cut something in that you taught somebody. You know, people love my in the car videos. I haven't done enough. I haven't done that many, but they love it when I'm in the car and then we can cut to something. You'll see a lot of this content from me. And the reason being is it saves time. And time is important to us when we're spending time with our families or we want to do something with our family. Literally, as I record this video, tomorrow I go on holiday to Greece. This is the reason this video is being recorded like this, so that I don't have to edit it. I don't have to send it to my editor and wait 3 days for a turnaround because I'm on a holiday. I want to sit by the beach, sit on the beach or by the pool, and I want to enjoy time with my family. And I'm sure you guys too. Let me know if you want to build a lifestyle business. Let me know what your thoughts are. What is it you want to do? I want to be here and be your guide for you. So now I have an action step for you, a challenge, if you will. Are you prepared to take it? Run a live session with your community, or even if it's just a couple of people. Run something by them, test it, record it. Just take one question and answer it fully, and then cut the clip out, and then top and tail in something like Riverside or your preferred editor. Throw in a hook, ask a question, tell a story, tell us why as well we should listen to you, so that little bit of seasoning with credibility, and then get it out onto YouTube. Put the teaching point in the middle and get that out, because you've just made your first piece of content with the flywheel. And if you want me to show you how this whole content machine works on a deeper level, you want some access to me, come and join us in the Heartbrand Creators Circle. There'll be a link around this video, probably in the description, to be honest, and we'll help you through it. Now, the next step for you is YouTube says you should watch this video because it knows your viewing habits better than me right now, and it's feeding you exactly what you need next. Take care. Much love. Big Daddy out.